career ladder is huge for us. It's one of the things we put in early,
Yeah.
about 2 years ago, effectively, right? And it's a huge part of retention, right? One of the worst conversations that you have to have, if you don't have these things in place, is someone comes to you and says, I want a promotion. And you have to say to them, no, not only no, here's why, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you watch baseball, it's like arbitration,
Oh,
right?
totally. Yeah.
Where the player is going to go in and say, these are all the reasons I'm worth a bunch of money. And the team goes in and says, here's all the reasons you're not.
Yeah.
And even if it's true, it damages the relationship.
Absolutely.
It doesn't feel good for anybody. And so we built a very robust career ladder for the engineering side. We're trying to do it for other things, right? That kind of outlines for every single position we have, right? To a junior, to a mid, to a senior, up through staff and principal or the engineering manager route. What are the roles and responsibilities there? And in 3 dimensions, right? So there's the technical and domain knowledge, which a lot of people focus on, and it's great, but it's table stakes, right? Then there's culture and leadership and teaching and mentorship, right?
Gotcha.
And as we go through all of these, what are our expectations of you at this level? And then what does success look like in this role, right? So for example, like junior level roles, I expect to give you kind of story level stuff. I expect you're going to need a little help on implementation, and then you can go all the way up through senior staff where I'm giving you very complex problems. You break it down, you look at the trade-offs of time versus value, business context, all of that, right? And our whole goal with this is we then pair it with proficiency matrix that we have, which is like 18 different dimensions that we measure. We modified one from Circle CI that they use. Because the reality is people are very multidimensional. No 2 people are the same, right? You can have people who are great leaders, but maybe they're not as good at some of the technical stuff and vice versa. And those 2 people aren't better or worse, right? They carry different things. And so we do that twice a year. And we look at where you're at. Where are you strong? Where are you weak? And where do we need growth? And that growth can be in many different places. That growth can be, we need you to learn something. That growth can be, we need you to get better at something you already know. And that growth can be, we need to give you opportunities. So for example, often as we look at this like mid to senior level developer, one of the big gaps, because the whole matrix, everything we evaluate is things that you've done, not things we think you can potentially do, evidence-based things, right? Is system design and architecture, right? Often at a mid-level, they're not getting a lot of opportunities to showcase these skills and what they've learned. So as we go through this matrix, we then pair that with our career ladder and say, okay, here's where you are. Here's the next level. We look at the capabilities and we look at, okay, how do we get there, right? What is the training we need? Where do we need you to demonstrate things? And where do we need to give you opportunities to demonstrate skills that you've learned, right? So that as we go through our comp cycles, we go through the promotion cycle every year, everyone's on the same page. We don't have any surprises. We're having those talks, and it ties to retention because it lets you see your path. It lets you feel, I know how to get to the next level. I know what I need to do. I know what the company needs to do, and I can see how I get there effectively.